What is up, my YouTubers? It's Jennifer, and welcome back to my kitchen. All right. No, serious note. I know I posted that life update, sort of, and I know that one was kind of like all over the place. I don't really have too much to add to that one. There are a few things, so we're going to talk about that as I'm doing dishes. Hopefully, my microphone will not cut out on me because I'm doing this on my laptop. My laptop likes to not hear me, apparently, unless I'm like up close and personal with you guys. So, all right. No, the only thing I wanted to say is that since my last post, I did quit where I was working at. There was too much drama, and just they were doing things that I just don't feel like they should have been doing, and that's beside the point. Um, they'd rather keep certain people on when other people deserve a job, and it's not the fact that the owners don't care, it's just the fact that it's just too much drama and too much BS, and I don't need that. It was a job that was 40 minutes away, and I just, there's a lot more to it than just that, but we'll just say there was too much drama because I'm not about to go into the details. Did I like working there? Yes. But it's just, I'm not going to be, we'll put it this way, I'm not going to be talked down to or treated like crap for a job that's 40 minutes away. Since that, Jim as well, who worked there first, did quit as well. You must be wondering how that is going with my anxiety, since I tend to freak out a lot. Yeah, so I'm kind of freaking out that I don't have a job right now. Jim starts his new job on Monday, so it's not like he can't find a job. It's not like I can't find a job. I can always go into where he works, and get hired there again, like I did with this other job. Um, right now, I'm kind of happy. I'm taking this week as a break. Um, I do miss working in general. I will be working no matter what because I have to do something other than just plasma and take care of the babies because my mental state is not going to allow me to just be a stay-at-home mom. Um, by the way, any stay-at-home mom, grandparent, dad, um, just anybody who's a stay-at-home person, hats off to you guys. You guys, I don't know how you do it at all. I really don't. Especially if you don't have family that's close by or friends to help. Hats off to you guys. I don't know if I could ever do it. And hats off to those who homeschool, because I don't think I'd have the patience to do that. And Blaze, of course, is growing at me because my dogs always like to try to be in the video as well. Let me pause or all right, besides me quitting my job and Jim quitting and starting a new job on Monday, um, Jim and two of our babies are sick with a head cold. There's no need to go rushing to like the doctor, like the pediatrician, or urgent care or anything, or the hospital because it's literally a head cold. It's runny nose, it's a cough. Now, I do understand that with a cough in a baby, it can turn into RSV. We are monitoring it. He does not have a fever. None of the babies have a fever. It's literally a head cold. And thank God we both have kids that we have other kids because with the way little man's cough is sounds horrible. It's like it's all like mucus related, if that makes sense. And it is kind of scary. And I think one of them's waking up right now. But we did, obviously we have Tylenol because they're teething, so we're giving them Tylenol every, 4 or 5 hours, something like that, maybe 6 hours. Whatever the bottle says, we've been giving them Tylenol according to the bottle, the dosage according to the bottle. And then we did buy baby cough syrup just for Trenton. Now, if the girls get a cough, obviously we're going to give them the cough syrup, but we've been giving him the cough syrup since last night. Jim is also sick with the same thing, a sinus thing. Me and Isabel so far are not sick. She does have a runny nose, and Amelia doesn't have a cough, but she's worse than Isabel. She's kind of like the between. Trenton is the worst. Amelia is the second worst, and then Isabel's kind of like me. I'm sure that with all of them being sick, we're trying to get the babies back to being better first. I might go down. I don't know. My anxiety is kind of all over the place. I don't like not having a job, but at the same time, I'm really happy I'm taking this week to kind of just like settle down from quitting that job because I don't know if it's all borderlines. I don't know if it's all borderlines, but for me, I've noticed a couple of years ago that I don't stay at jobs for very long. I either get bored or something happens where I just can't handle that job anymore. So I tend to quit a lot of my jobs. I don't like to. But like I said, I don't know if that's everybody. I don't know if that's all borderlines. I don't know if that's just me. I just, I don't know. But um, that's about the life update right now. Diego today, poor Diego, was outside running around with Blaze before it started pouring. We have this tropical storm that's going through right now. Hi, it's editing me because I know I try not to edit my mommy vlogs, but I forgot to say what happened to Diego when I was watching this back. So Diego accidentally must have played too hard, and his thumbnail on the dog actually clipped all the way down to like this stud. So it would be as if a human like clipped their nail like halfway in half. I felt so bad for him. He ended up having like his nail bleeding, but he was fine. He was still like a few hours later, like running around everything. I was going to tape it up, but he seemed to be fine. It did fall off eventually, and it is healing. It didn't like get all the way down to like the what's it called where it's exposing anything. It clipped in half to where it was bleeding. I felt so bad for him, but he never whimpered. He never like staggered. He was still eating and drinking, and literally he like an hour and a half later went back outside and was running around. So if you see my camera doing that, it's because some little girl is playing with my foot at the moment. But that's the update on Diego. So let's continue. All right. Now, luckily, we have not lost power at all. At all. Hopefully, if we do lose power at all, hopefully it will be overnight while we're all sleeping, which will suck because then the babies won't have their air conditioning running. But that's okay. We'll have to keep the door open, which is fine. But I mean, not like the cats will really go in there and jump in their crib. Sanka did once jump in, I think Isabel's pack and play once, but I think she and he scared each other so much that none of the cats want to go in there at all now, which is great. I know some people worry about cats and babies. Our cats actually basically ignore the babies. If they do go in there, it's Banks, and he's usually just following me, checking on the babies, and then he'll come right back out. So other than that, they don't really go in there. Because during the daytime, I try to leave that door open so I don't have to have this fancy monitor all the time with me. That way I can just hear them. Um, Another life update is um, my mom just had a birthday. So happy birthday to my mom. It was September 14th. Jim right now is in near Jacksonville for his son. His son is 16. So happy birthday, Caden. If Caden ever sees this video, happy birthday. Congrats to being 16. That's a huge, like, age. And this kid is so tall. I mean, he is so tall. He's taller than Jim at 16. It's crazy. Um, Jim can talk about him if he wants to. Other than that, I don't have much of more of a life update right now. I just wanted to kind of come on here and just give you guys a mini life update of like, I quit my job, Jim quit his job, he started a new one. My anxiety is kind of all over the place. I'm trying really hard not to freak out about it, but I know for a fact I can always get another job. I'm not so worried anymore about finding another job like I was before. Um, but I, at the moment, kind of, I like being at home at the moment, but I know I need to get out, if that makes sense. On that note, questions, comments, thoughts, concerns, or advice, you guys can leave those below. Please follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram. I don't really post that much on Instagram anymore. I know when I post things on Facebook, it automatically goes to Instagram, like my reels or my pictures. So if you do follow me on Instagram, I am working on a few more videos on if if we do have extra money at all. I'm working on doing some new hot sauce videos and the one chip challenge and a couple other videos I'm working on. So you guys can look forward to that like in the way future. Also, October is coming up. My birthday is in October. I do have a special surprise that I'm not going to talk about now coming in October. I'm still working on that, on the details of it. So other than that, yeah, you guys stay awesome.